Hi, my name is Joey and this is my channel, Phoenix #RisingFromTheAshes. If you have been watching my channel for a while, you probably are surprised to see me because it's been months and months and months since I updated. But if you're new here, I am going to kind of take this video to sort of reintroduce myself and what my channel is all about, and kind of go over with myself and with, YouTube, I guess, why I started this channel, how long I've been doing this, and what it means to me. So if you're new, maybe you'll stick around and see what's up. And if you've been watching, thank you for coming back. So I haven't been making videos for a long time, but that doesn't mean I have been what you'd call an unproductive funk. I've been more in a productive sort of funk. I'm always kind of in a funk. That's just kind of me. I've always been that way. And I try to be positive. I think a lot of the time I end up just being kind of neutral about a lot of things, and that gets me in trouble with my family. But I figure it's better to be sort of neutral than invest too much energy being one way or the other. So, because too much negative energy into, disapproving is bad, and too much positive energy can be bad, at least for me, because then I just get carried away. At any rate, and I also go on long explanations of things that don't matter. So I started this channel about 3 years ago, maybe closer to 4. I'm not sure. Pre-COVID, because that's how we tell time now. But I started this channel because I have always suffered with mental illness. It became sort of official in my life when I was 15 years old because I was hospitalized, but it's never really left. And I'm pretty sure, learning all the stuff that I've learned about ADHD in the past few years, that I had ADHD as a child, a form of it anyway, on that spectrum. And, I've always been dealing with these things. So presently in my life, I live in my mom's house with my partner and our daughter. And she is not so young anymore. She's getting older. And that's hard for me to accept, which just brings me to the reason why I started the channel. I started the channel when she started school because I did not know what I was going to do with myself while I was home worrying about her, basically. Because again, that is also my nature. I worry about things a lot. So I thought, let's start a YouTube channel. It might be fun, and it will be a way for me to sort of record what's going on in my life at a time when my daughter is very young and might not remember all of this. I was planning on sort of showing a transformation, to go from being, eating bad to somehow eating vegetables every day or something like that. Or just suddenly being a healthy person versus an unhealthy person. I don't really consider myself healthy overly because I don't eat very well. And I'm the first to admit that. So again, I got sidetracked. Okay, so get started talking about diets, then you get sidetracked, right? That's how that works. Man, I have so many thoughts about the culture today with fat positivity or whatever, and all that ridiculousness. I hope that maybe I can pick up the channel and continue it, and maybe say some things about that more sometime. I did a couple of videos about that. I have a lot of videos on YouTube, but a lot of them are hidden. I didn't do so much of a transformation in the 3 years, as I just kind of made mistakes or did things to cope with how I was feeling that were not helpful, that were actually the opposite of helpful. So I talked about all of these things, including an arrest. I got arrested. That was probably the biggest thing that happened. Oh, and COVID. I talked a little bit about that. I don't remember. I actually have not watched back my videos. That's part of what held me up so long posting again, is because I have to take the videos that I've made out of lock and put them out there for, whoever wants to invest the time in it and watch it, because that is part of my story. And as I was saying, I started this channel for my daughter. I want her to know these things and know how much I struggled, how much her other parents struggled. I wanted her to understand all that. So I talk in my videos about what's going on at the moment. If I have a new therapist or taking a new medication, trying to clean the house, which is never ending, except nothing ever gets done, and blah, blah, blah. Okay. So I wanted my daughter to be able to look back and see these things, because I know that she's going to struggle the same way that I do and have and did. Her father does too. My partner and I both deal with mental illness, and it impairs our lives, and it's a huge I want to say burden, but I don't like to think of it that way, because I like to think of things like more constructively. And it is a burden to be unable to work, provide for your family, unable to do things alone without the risk of having an attack of some sort. All aspects of our lives are affected by this. And this is what I have been talking about for the last few years on YouTube. Now, why did I stop making videos? Why I stopped making videos? Because I'm going through a very difficult thing right now with between my partner and my mother, who don't get along very well. And there are certain aspects of the way my mom seems to perceive me, that I have a really big problem with. And so I'm very much all tied up in knots about this issue. And it's been that way for a while. Like, it's gotten a lot worse in the past year or so, and coincidentally, that's when I sort of tapered off of YouTube. So, I mean, the thing of it is, I can't make these videos and do things like this unless I feel some sense of ease within myself. Otherwise, I can't sit here and talk and do this. So, I don't get that ease with myself very easily, and I can't get it at all when there is a lot of tension in the house. And there is always a lot of tension in the house. The good news about all this is, and if you have been watching, you know this is huge. We are actually in therapy together as a family to deal with this issue, confront it, if you will, or perhaps I should say work through it. At least I want to work through it, and my partner wants to work through it. My mother is like that. So I honestly don't know how it's going to go. We've had a few sessions already, and it's been interesting, but it's been a lot actually difficult. It's been very difficult. Sitting down with your family and trying to do therapy is fucking hard. I mean, I didn't think it was going to be easy, but I didn't think it was going to be like actually harder than just being in therapy by yourself, which is hard enough. But with everybody else, it's harder. So that's one of the things that we're investing in right now is trying to find peace within the house. Things have been alleviated a little bit, which is why I'm sitting here talking to you today. I was sick and I had like bronchitis, and my voice still has not come back. I think it's changed. It's gonna squeak now. Weird. Anyway, probably my words just fell off. I recorded this video. This is the third time I've recorded this video, because before I wasn't speaking loud enough. I wasn't like projecting, and my voice kept going in and out. Just would, and I could, and it was just, it was like, I can't imitate it very well, but it was a mess. It was just terrible. Just terrible. I have also, I would really like to share with everybody right now the most wonderful thing that's come along. One of the things that I covered in the last 3 years is kind of the decline of my dogs. And they were put down. Sorry, trigger warning. They were put down. And I talk about that on the channel. That was difficult. But we did finally get a new dog in our lives, and she is just about perfect. She loves everybody in the house. Everybody loves her. My daughter loves her. My partner loves her. I adore her. And even my mom, who did not want the dog in the first place, I think reluctantly likes her. Come here, Brandy. Come here. Come here. She's sleeping. Come here. I know. Oh, oh. This is Brandy. She was like sleeping and now she's mad at me for picking her up. Sorry, Bran. She's Shih Tzu. She's kind of an unusual color. But she's our, we saw her on, I don't know, Craigslist or something, and she kind of looks a little bit like a little Chewy Chewbacca. And that's what we said. That's our little Chewy Chewbacca. That's the one we want, right? Oh my God, you're so sleepy. Okay. So sleepy. Now she's wide awake looking for food because, yeah. Okay, this is all turning into dead air. Okay, I'm sorry. Thank you for watching. Thank you if you're still watching. Thank you. I think that's all I have to say for at the moment. We'll see if this video makes it out. I don't know. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more, subscribe. And if you want to say anything about it, feel free to comment. And I'll see you next time. Bye.